And we fixed them in a big way because what we've got here now is not the right ring necessarily.
I got you.
We just about fixed them. In the meantime, I want to tell you about a Rose de France oval. Rose de France is sort of the passion colored amethyst. But that one we're going to be getting to perhaps in just a little bit. But the darker of the amethyst, this was made very, very popular. This is that Concord Great Rich, the one that he just brought in. This was made very popular. The Siberian material, once upon a time, was the most prized and very expensive in terms of amethyst. Amethyst, friends, is your February birthstone. All right? It is, I think, pound for pound, to use a boxing analogy, it is probably the most underrated, but the in terms of color, hue, saturation, tone, it's one of those gemstones that you can get so much, and you can typically get it at a reasonably affordable rate until today. Today you're getting it for a ridiculously affordable rate. This again looks to me like I've sold Siberian amethyst. They go for big money actually. It's that deep Concord purple. This is going to be about 1.25 carats. Now what they did here is they put together with 4 Mozambique garnet accents, which really, really accentuate that stone, really give it, the whole ring itself, something spectacular. So you've got some sort of reddish with a purple undertone in the garnets. Those are all natural. They're not heat treated. Amethyst typically will be heat treated, although this doesn't look like it was very much treated. It's just got an excellent center stone on it with such deep, rich Concord grape. Now, you're going to sort of taper off from your shoulders. This will all be, this is ridiculously low. Okay, are you ready to do some Christmas shopping? That's how ridiculously low this is. This is a $200 ring. $12.99. $12.99. The good news, we do have more than one. We do have a couple of them, a good bit of them, but the problem is we only have it available in sizes 6, 7, 8, this is the 6, 8, 9, and 10. We don't have it available in 7. Did I say we had it available in 7? We don't. We don't have 5, we don't have 7. We have 6, 8, 9, 10. $12.99. This is not, my friends, in mystery metal. These are genuine gemstones. You've got a budget pay even available to you as well, which typically, anytime we take something down below $20, you won't have an available budget pay. That says to me this was not meant to be taken below $19.99. But today, and as I stand, here we are. $12.99. Carat 25. Majority of that's going to be on that beautiful amethyst. This is, again, February's birthstone, so perfect for anybody you know that has a February birthday or just loves beautiful stones, the color of royalty. Deep, rich purple, absolutely stunning, all in precious metal. We're not even paying for the precious metal here, ladies and gentlemen. You've got complete scroll work underneath, that sort of filigree design. Going to make it very, very comfortable on the finger. And again, you have a $4.33 budget pay. If the $12.99 is too rich for your blood, I get it. I don't get it. But $4.33, 3 payments. So for less than $5, you can get this on. Are we going to call this, are we going to kind of reboot and call this Sold 101?
Yes, it's Sold 101.
Okay, so we're going to call this now Sold 101. What are we going to do with the original Sold 101s?
Oh, that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a complete total reboot. I love it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sold 101. And for TikTok, click on the link in the bio. That will take you where you need to go. But don't miss this. How many did you say we had in total?
We had 9.
We have 9 of these. So last in stock. I can't spend any more time on it. $12.99. Need I say more? Gorgeous. Now, you got the ring. 9 of you will. Somebody just buy those all up. I'm telling you, that's impossible. Sold 102 here. Another impossibility. You don't get bracelets for less than $200, $300 typically. This one is, and I think easily could be, because it is all, again, in precious metal. It's all in sterling silver. This one, with 80 points on your amethyst, you've got all these beautifully cut rounds, and they're actually going to show darker than what you're seeing here. That picture's a little bit washed out. But it shows it for what it is, at least the silver. Look at that. I mean, that silver, of course, is one of the world's most highly reflective metals. They use it in mirrors once upon a time, right? But look at how beautiful this is. It's a wave style design. And it is just gorgeous. Now, this is going to fit 7 1/4, but you do have some jump rings here. So, huge lobster claw clasp as well. Going to make it very easy to take on and off the wrist. So I'm going to give you a measurement here because I want to double check. It says 7 1/4, and this is sold 102, just so you know. It says 7 1/4, but it is going to be, so yeah, 7 1/4 is correct, but you can go down if you need to. Beautiful. Now I'm going to kind of drape it here. Obviously this is for the ladies, but just to give you an idea. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful, rich Concord grape on the amethyst. Folks, this is $29.99. $29.99 gets this home. You have $10 budget pays available to you. 3 payments of $10. It's a big yeah. Yeah, to get a bracelet in February's birthstone, beautifully matched, beautifully mated, and something we don't see a lot, which is a round cut. When's the last time you saw a round cut in an amethyst? You might have, but it's not common to see it in a round. So beautiful, and they're all beautifully matched, mated, all in precious metal. Again, sold 102. I'm going to go fantastically with the ring that we just sold you, but they're very limited. Very, very limited. And I love this design too. I can't say enough about this. It's sort of yin and yang. Amethyst is known as a gemstone that promotes peace and tranquility too. And then you combine that with the design of this bracelet, and it's all in keeping with the theme. So that's an amazing opportunity. Now I'm going to move on to the ring that I initially started out with. Erroneously, that was my fault. Which is the Rose de France amethyst. Now this is a different shade, different hue of amethyst, but it is probably at the moment, one of the most popular. There's no rhyme or reason necessarily. I think one of the reasons is because people are becoming acutely aware of the value of kunzite. That's another sort of lavender stone. But this and I gotta say, amethyst was around well before, at least as jewelry and known to the masses, well before kunzite. So I don't want to say it mimics a kunzite. I would say a kunzite mimics Rose de France amethyst, which is going to be a little bit lighter shade. But look at this. You've got dichroic nature here with some pink flashes. You've got some purples. You've got some rich purples in there, but they're just they're more spread out. And it is, or I'll say kunzite that's from the spodumene family, and of course amethyst from the quartz. Kunzite is the perfect stunt double for amethyst. So if you wanted, but the problem is kunzite's very expensive. So if you wanted that look, you've got it here. And if we could, in just a moment, Mr. DJ, I'm going to have you take off this, our little fall clearance thing. Oh, real quick, folks, though, I'm glad that I'm seeing this, though. With each of these items, because we just had this new code instituted. I think it's Clear is the name of the code. You might want to try that with some of these items. It could work. It's going to go with progressive savings. So, for example, everything under $50 will, I think, have an opportunity, potentially, if it qualifies, to be 10%. And I think over $50 up to $100 will be 20%, and then anything over $100 will be 25%, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, we still have a Clear 25 up. So which is it?
It's called Clear. You can try both.
Try Clear. Try both. All right, Clear 25% straight up. That's even better though, because that's not the progressive savings. I just saw a progressive savings thing that popped up. All right, so folks, what you're getting here again, very substantial ring. This is going to be sold 103. We have it available in sizes 5, bypassing all the 6, 7, and 8s. Those have sold out. We have it available in 9, 10, and 11. It's extremely and very easily sized. You do have the Rose de France. You've got on either side of that, you've got sort of a simulated purple diamond. It's a little CZ on either side. This is a genuine gemstone in the center. And if we could go back to the one we just had, that one's going to be carat 85. So I'm going to say the majority of that, a minimum carat 80 on a Rose de France amethyst is going to give you the look. Folks, this is $12.99. $12.99. How many do we have?
We have 62.
There's 62 of them. Get this ring. People will think that you have about a $700-800 kunzite ring right there on your hands. It is, however, a genuine gemstone, and it is beautiful. Look, you've got this sort of heart or kissing swans on either side. You've got those little simulated diamonds, just giving it a nice little touch of accent here. It's all in precious metal, bathed in platinum. So it's going to give you a nice sort of graduated style design from the shoulders. It's going to go down, make it very, very comfortable, how it sort of gets a little smaller there on the bottom. That's going to make it everyday wearable, decent low profile, basket style mounting that it sits in, and sort of cathedral style with these shoulders here that come up. This is fantastic. This is $12.99. There's about 30 something of them, folks. That's it. But I gotta tell you, yeah, you're looking what kunzite ring like that many carat, but the carat 80, give or take a point, it's gonna be well over $1,000 in your traditional retail. Now, this is probably one of my favorite pendants of all time. Sejin silver amethyst. Now we put it on black, that's fine. But folks, look at this. You've got this carved, you got the carved goddess here with that deep rich, again, you're getting that sort of Siberian, the richness, that rich Concord grape with a very, very beautiful stone bezel set on the top. This is not a piece of jewelry. I mean, it is, but it could be two things at once, right? It's a work of art. So you've got hand-carved amethyst here, folks. That is something spectacular. It's 33.85 carats. Look at this. How beautiful is that? This screams thousands of dollars. We had it at $449. We're doing it for under $100. It's $79. This is a clearance deal. I've seen it one other time. I fell in love with it on television. It was not $79.99. Today it is. Today you have a $20 budget pay available to you. $20 gets it home. There's only 4 payments. So $20, and then after that, you're gonna pay, we'll call it probably 70, 60 cents a day for the remaining 3 months. 60 cents a day for the remaining 3 months. Does not come with a chain, no worries. We're gonna get you a chain. Have a huge bail on this as well. So big bail goes with that as well. And the thing I love about it is you've got all this detail work, you've got the carving, but then you've got this mill grain that goes along the edge of the crown there. You've got all of this work in between with the big, sort of bold spheres, and then you've got a very, very large bail. Now this, friends, I want you to think about using this if you perhaps, well, let me show you. I have a bore chain, a borbador. Okay? This is mine. But this could go very, very well, I think, with what we're working with here. So we just put it on the smaller chain, no worries. So I want you to know, if you've got those padians, you've got those Bali, this is absolutely gonna go fantastically with those pieces. Because this one's a pretty thick. I think this is about maybe 2.5 millimeters, at least, my borbador. Probably a little bit more, it might be a 3. But very easily works, okay? So let's show you that. How cool does that look? So you're getting not just a piece of jewelry, but a work of art there. I might just leave this on for the remainder of the show because it looks so cool. $79.99. All right, ladies and gentlemen, $79.99 is going to get you this amazing pendant. The measurement on it, very quickly, and then we'll move on, just because I know we spent a lot of time here, but it's so cool. You get this under $100. It's just dreamy for this work of art. Nearly 2 inches from bail to bottom. The back, see a little open area, but you've got solid sterling silver there. Precious metal, that is very cool. It's a good look. All right, so we're gonna move on. That's a great gift. We've got something coming up for you, very, very nice here. Now,
we're gonna have to speed it up a tiny bit.
Okay, we'll speed it up. Sure, got it. Folks, what we have here is sponge coral. Coral is an endangered species, so what you're able to get from this is very, very little. This is one of your organic gemstones. You've got multi-gemstones here, though, because we did give it a beautiful black spinel. Very rare black spinel, all natural gemstone. The beads. That one, big, bold look. Itty bitty, small, teeny tiny price. $19.99. $19.99 there, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be almost 2 inches, excuse me, it is 2 inches wide at its zenith. There at the bottom, it's going to taper down just a little bit. It's going to be about 1.25 inches. And then top to bottom, we are talking about 1.25 inches. They're connected. You've got all these faceted black spinel beads. What is black spinel? It's an all-natural gemstone. It's a new addition to your August birthstones. So you've got August birthstones here. You've got one of your premier organic gemstones with that sponge coral. And all together, we're talking about 25 carats. Carat weight's probably negligible. I mean, that's important to note because the majority of that's going to come with your black spinels. But black spinel is a very important gemstone because you do get all this rich luster and all this good refractive nature that typically black gemstones aren't known for. But you get it in spades, and it's all natural, which is fantastic. It's going to be about 20 inches. You got a big lobster claw clasp. But the cool thing about it is it's got a big jump ring, or a series of them, as a matter of fact, that's going to make that something you can layer up for days. It's going to be about 4 inches, probably maybe close to 5. So potentially you've got 20 inches with the potential to sort of stretch that out. I'd say we'll just call it up to about maybe 25, 24 inches. Let's measure actually just so I can be precise. All for $19.99. $19.99. This is not a $20, 5 inches. This is not a $20 piece. No stretch of the imagination. Our starting price of $229 is way too low. But here we are, and you have that opportunity. This is in sterling silver too, folks. So just the amount of hardware with that beautiful sponge coral butterfly, and butterfly, of course, symbolic of rejuvenation, of restarting, entering a new chapter, changing things for the better. That's gorgeous. We're going to move on. Now, that was sold 106. Sold 106 was that one. All right? And, folks, next up. Do you own an emerald ring? If you don't, if emeralds have been out of your budget, if they've been not within reach, that all changes right now. Because we are doing this Bali Legacy Sokoto Emerald Ring. It's a carat 75. So nearly 2 carats, all bezel set, everyday wearable. Guys, this is sizable. If you wanted to, you could size that up. We only have it available in a size 9. How many do we have though?
We have about 2.
There's 2 of them. So this is absolutely going to sell out. Are you going to be one of the people that this sells out to? For a carat 75 on an emerald, it's $14.99. $14.99. Need I say more to get a carat 75 emerald? Is this going to be one of your super clear, clean? No. It's more of a translucent to opaque, but it is beryl. It is green beryl. To get a genuine emerald anywhere, emeralds, forget about it. It's also going to be your May birthstone. But to get it in this, and I often say, the Bali Legacy pieces, those are, they're natural works of art in and of themselves because they're all handmade. But this is going to give you a great look, big, bold look too, for pennies on the dollar. It's $14.99. There's 2 of them, so I'm not going to stay on it much longer. It's a centimeter from top to bottom. And it's gorgeous. I love the oxidized silver here too. That's sort of the shadowing in the background. Sort of a fleur-de-lis deal going on either side. Handmade. This is handmade. There's 2 of them. The money we're saving you, get it sized. You can size it to whatever size you need. But I'm going to move on just because there's only 2 of those. That will sell out. I hope you're paying attention, folks. We're going to keep all these prices for the next 24 hours. But don't miss that. Now, up next, we have an Australian black tourmaline. This was material that we procured through months and months and months of negotiation. Tourmaline is a collector's gemstone. It is October's birthstone, but it is not easy to come by. You have to really search. And you've got a lot of very, very bigwig gemologists or I guess gem hunter types that are constantly looking for any and all in all things tourmaline. You've seen Tony's shows. He's a lover of tourmaline. He's a collector, a serious collector. One of our people that procures a lot of these deals. But to get this beautiful, all natural and huge center stone here, we're talking 3 carat 60. You do have some smaller accenting stones. Those are going to be black spinels, another very, very rare and all natural gemstone. But they all go fantastically together. They're black. So it's going to be opaque. But the luster, the shine, the light return on it is sensational. So we're going to call this about roughly, we'll call it 3 carat 50. Give or take a couple points. It's your benchmark, large in size. This is sterling silver. They're calling it an engagement ring. Find a finger, make it fit. We have it available in sizes 5 to 11. This was not necessarily a clearance item because I think we just got this in, but I'm happy to say we've got it at a clearance price. It's $12.99. That is impossible. Can you imagine a black diamond, 3 carat 50 plus on the center stone, big cushion, going for anything less than $1,500? All in that beautiful mounting, $12.99. That might be one of the best deals of the show. And again, we have it available to you in multitudes of sizes. But $12.99, that is an impossibility, friends. That is something you should jump on. We also have budget pay available to you. That's going to be $4.33. This is sold 108.
Yes.
Sold 108. It is beautiful. You've got this negative space right here, which is going to give you a nice three-dimensional look here, fleur-de-lis style, fleur-de-lis-ish style here, but definitely on your sides, or you can call them kissing swans. But friends, that is one you do not want to miss. And I think we have them available in at least probably maybe one per half of the states on that previous. Because we've got it available in sizes 5 through 11, so I'm assuming we've got it hopefully 50.
It's only showing me sizes 5 and 11 on my sheet.
No, you're looking at the one after that. The one that's currently up on the screen, though?
Yeah.
Sizes 5 and 11?
Yeah, it only shows me sizes 5 and 11.
Okay, so we've got a discrepancy on the website. Sometimes it takes them a little while to catch up. So yeah, they must have shown them on TV last night or something.
Yeah.
Sizes 5 and 11. Get it sized. It's $12.99. Get it sized. Totally worth it. All right, so we're going to move on. That was sold 107.
8.
That was sold 108 to sold 109. Sold 109. Going to give you a similar look, but this is more going to be in that solitaire vein. It doesn't have and I'll kind of put them side by side in case you're trying to make a decision on the two. Just to give you an idea there, I'm just going to kind of flash that very quickly. This was 108, so 109 is here. And friends, this one's more the solitaire look, but you do still have this butterfly design going on either shoulder there. And again, it's a very, very large. It's a 3 carat 50. So about the same size center stone as the last. Again, you've got fantastic luster on this. You've got that beautifully blinding white silver, precious metal that they put this in. It is a winner. It's really just a choice of what your personal preference is. You can't go wrong between this one, sold 108, or sold 109. This one's going to be a little bit more expensive. It's going to be like $5 more. It's negligible. $17.99 on that one. You have a $6 budget pay. $6 on your budget pay. And folks, we've got, this is, again, Australian black tourmaline. If you love tourmaline, again, the collector's gemstone. Your October birthstone. That's this month. Last I checked. You want to take advantage of this. Sold 109. We have this one in sizes 5, 8, 10, and 11. This is the size 5 to be sure. So we've at least got 2 size 5s. We do have it available in an 8. The total count on this one is?
I actually have quite a bit. 157.
157 on this one?
Across all the 3 sizes, yes.
4 sizes. Yeah.
4 sizes, yeah.
Okay, so we have enough on these to take care of you there, friends. But you got to get on it. And if you wear a size 7 or 8, 17 at $17, we're saving you so much money. Any qualified, jeweler is going to be able to size that up or down for you. But take advantage of that. That is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. And black, of course, goes with anything, right? It's going to be that everyday wearable, that go-to, that thing that you can wear, with a pair of blue jeans, or thing you can wear with a really nice dress as well. Up next, we've got one of the most fascinating, one of the most noteworthy pendants I have ever seen, not just since I've been working here, in my life. I've seen literally sold tens of thousands of pieces of jewelry over the course of my lifetime. And folks, this, I gotta say, is unlike anything I've ever seen before. This is so choice. Talk about artwork. Talk about splendor. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this on my Bourbador chain, which we will try to add a link maybe for in post after the show if we do happen to have any of this particular chain, the Bourbador. Friends, if you have a Bourbador, you have a Padian, maybe you have a Toulon Naga, this is going to work with those. It'll work with a smaller chain, which it doesn't come with. We just kind of put it on the smaller chain. But I'm going to put it on my big one because I think this deserves the full treatment. It's one of the most fascinating and beautiful handmade pendants I've ever seen in my entire life. That's saying a lot. I've seen some of the best of the best. I've seen stuff that's fit for royalty. This is that. This is sensational. You've got multi-tourmaline accented. You've got abalone shell. So you've got kind of a combination of, we'll call it organic with the best of the best in terms of collectors gemstones. Look at that. This is large. It's extremely large. I will caution you that if you do not like compliments, if you don't like being noticed, it may or may not be for you. But what it is, because you could always just kind of tuck it underneath your shirt if you're not wanting to be showered with compliments. But if you're wanting to be showered with compliments, you will. This is a work of art. It truly is a work of art. Think about this. Everything from our Bali Legacy collection, for those of you who aren't familiar, this was a group that we had partnered with years ago that do some of the most beautiful handcrafted designs in the world. They're second to none in terms of their artisan work. Put them right up there with Italians, how they are with metallurgy. That is what you get in terms of just the richness and the history and the artisan work. They are second to none. Truly, truly fantastic. This is so beautiful. Look at this. So what you have here is a mixture of organic. You've got the carved bone here. You've got all this intricate detail and this silver work worked out here in the crown. How many do we have before I spend a whole lot of time?
11.
There's 11 of these. Get all 11 of these, folks. This is important. You've got this abalone shell, right? That's another organic gemstone there. You've got a rubellite, or a sort of, we could call that, well, we'll call it a pink tourmaline, right here. You've got all of those continuing up, almost sort of graduating into sort of more of a rubellite. If we could scroll down, this is $117.99. Friends, that is a steal. So 20 millimeters in length by 15 millimeters. So it is large. So 20 by 15. Is that right? Yeah. No, that's just for the bone. I'm sorry, I was about to say. Yeah, okay. So 20 by 15, and that's just for your bone. Okay, I was about to say, that's way too small. The abalone shell is going to give you that rainbow look, you know, the opal of the sea. Abalone shell, absolutely gorgeous. You're going to get all that sort of peacock, sort of myriad, almost a play of color that you get with it. Then you've got the multi-tourmaline. Can we scroll down just a little bit more? Friends, there's only 12 of these. 2 carat 30 total weight in your tourmaline. Okay, I was about to say 2 carat 30 is that's not enough. Because there's multiple information, and I'm glad they did it this way. There's multi-tourmaline 2, multi-tourmaline 1. Multi-tourmaline 1 is 2 carat 30. That's more than likely going to be this particular portion, or suffice to say 2 carat 30 plus 1 carat 91. So we're well over 4 carats. Keep scrolling down. I want to see if there's more other information. And then multi-tourmaline 3 information, an additional 2 carat 31, and then multi-tourmaline 5. So all in all, we are talking about, let's just say, a plethora of bezel set. I mean, it's going to be well over 6 carats of bezel set in multicolor tourmaline. So you've got some orange here. You've got an orange, sort of a golden right here. You've got the pinks. You've got the pinks graduating up into more of a rubellite. And then down here at the bottom, you've got pink, pink, green, green, and then sort of pinkish rubellite color with these final three. It is a lot of large tourmaline. It's an October birthstone. It is majestic. You've got this octopus style design here. I mean, folks, this is magic. It should be in the Modern Museum of Art. This is so fantastic. You turn it around on the back and you've got this full, almost looks like black onyx backing here. I'm not going to say that is, but it is so cool. So take a look here. So if you're wanting to be less ostentatious, less sort of noticeable, I guess, you could just turn it around. But look at that. How cool is this? All right, there's 12 of them, folks. I cannot say enough about this. Yours it'll approximate this. Now, it'll be slightly different because you do have this medallion behind it of the abalone shell. Each one's going to be slightly different, but they'll all be quality controlled so that you're going to get this very, very similar look that approximates this. The only thing that I think would be different is because A, they're handmade. You've got a huge bail. It's going to accommodate up to probably a 6-inch chain, so it will accommodate. Now this is my chain here. This is my Bourbador here, but it looks fantastic with that. My Bourbador is a Bali legacy as well. Very important piece here, ladies and gentlemen. For those people that want something that's different, those people that want something that's sort of a break from the norm, that want this big medallion style look, that want something that's really going to get a lot of compliments. Keep in mind, these didn't roll off a conveyor belt. These are handmade with TLC, with love. And I'm just gonna leave this bad boy on for the remainder of the show, unless we have another big, huge, awesome pendant like this. This is so cool, folks. Don't miss this. Take advantage of it. What a great get. Now, if you got this, and what number was the
that was 110.
That was 110. That was sold 110. Okay. If you took advantage of that, and I hope, well, 12 of you will. 12 very savvy and smart individuals will take advantage of that at 117. Then you must get the matching bracelet. Whew. Be still, my heart. This is so pretty. All multi-tourmaline bangle bracelet. This is impossible. The price on this is impossible. I refuse to believe it. 13 karat 65. Multicolored, bezel set tourmalines from yellows, greens, rubellites, pinks. All bezel set. Gonna give it nice protection. All cabochon. Absolutely gorgeous. Big plunge and insert with a safety latch I'm trying to undo here. There we go. Look at that honeycomb under gallery, but look at that. How amazing is this? The price on this is about to blow your mind. This is a ton of hardware in terms of your precious metal, in terms of all of this handmade silver. It is substantial. It's going to accommodate up to a 7.5. I wear a 7 3/4. I can wear a little bit uncomfortably. And guys, if you can wear it, this is fit for a king, a queen. It is definitely something that is spectacular. It's going to give you that big, bold look, not ostentatiously, not in an obnoxious way, but in a very, very strong and I look like I am $2,000 away. All these collector stones, all tourmaline, all October birthstones. It is October, and folks, we are doing this for less than $500 even. We've got it at $157.99. This is the part where I tell you that the items that we are showing you today, these prices will be good for a 24-hour period. Today is the 17th of October. So by this time, the 18th of October, either if you haven't moved, you probably want to move. I can't guarantee the price any longer beyond that, but this is $157. The gram weight alone in silver is not being paid for here, folks. We've got all of this handmade, hand carved and hand bezel set. You've got all this sort of rope style design going around some of these bezels here. All this scroll work. You've got that oxidized silver with the shadowing that's going to make it so rich and so three-dimensional. This is fantastic. It's got a $31.60 budget pay. Its item sold 113?
11.
Sold 111, excuse me. Sold 111. And we've got about that many of them. You say 11 or 12 of them?
We have 10.
There's 10. Folks, if you get it for just half that tourmaline, you got an amazing deal. This is spectacular. Oh my gosh, where does it end? You get that honeycomb undergallery. It fits so comfortably on the wrist. I mean, it's like butter. And again, 7.5. Ladies, absolutely have to get this one. Safety latch too. I'm gonna give you one last viewing of it just because this is an important piece. This will probably sell out just because I think if some vendor happens to see this, they're not gonna let it go. They're gonna say, look, you know, I can turn around and sell that for $1,000 all day, every day. So different, all handmade. Safety latch as well too. I kind of touched on that. That's going to keep it nice and secure. You just lock that in. You got a plunging insert clasp, tapers down towards the bottom. You've even got sort of an Empire Sun underneath it. I mean, every bit of that is magic, magic, magic. All right, that was sold 111. Now, from there, we're going to go to a more affordable piece, but that would look good with what we just sold you. Again, you've got multicolored tourmalines, a nice high faceting on this one. This is sort of a floral style design. It's going to be a carat 35 of that very, very rare and collectible gemstone. You've got oranges, pinks, and green tourmalines throughout. This should never be this price. This is going to be in platinum over sterling silver, and it's going to be $20, $19.99. We have it available to you in most sizes from 5 to 10. You've got a budget pay of $6.67. There is no good reason that if you love tourmaline or if you just love collector's gemstones that you shouldn't take advantage of this with a $6.67 budget pay. That should never be this low. Because it probably was a situation where if it was, you know, maybe going to go out for, I think, $39, $49, then we'd have the budget pay, but $6.67. So if you love it, there's no good reason not to get it. Look, you've got super clean, all natural gemstones there in the tourmaline, collector's stones in a myriad of colors. But the thing that stands out to me is you've got, with these two, we're calling them pink, I'm calling them pink tourmalines, but you've got, in the right light, you've got that almost, and it could be due to the sort of, you know, some of the orangey, more the golden that we have here. It almost gives you that look of sort of that Podparacha sapphire. So you really do have that sort of orangey sort of pinkish look there with those as well. This is extremely beautiful. The clarity on these, and tourmaline tend to be a little bit more on the included side most of the time, but these are all beautiful, all clean, and $19.99. We have them available to you. Friends, that is how you know that I'm not used to doing this early show. So, I work the overnights. That's usually getting up about this time after doing an overnight show. All right, folks, this is fantastic though. You're getting the cluster is going to also give you a nice big solitaire look too, but it's elegant simplicity. Got a nice filigree work underneath. That's $19.99, folks. This is sold $112.
$112, yes.
Sold $112. Very sizable, but we do have it available in your sizes at the moment. And folks, for $19.99, that's a no-brainer. That's a great gift-giving opportunity. Now, we're going to go directly into this massive cocktail ring. This is beautiful. You got a big sort of octagon. 1, 2. Actually, we'll call it, what's 6? Is 6 a hexagon?
I believe so, but I'll double check.
Been a while since I took geometry. It is fantastic, though. You've got this big, bold myriad, again, of multicolored tourmalines. October burst stone there again.
Yeah.
Hexagon?
Yeah.
Yep, hexagon. Excuse me. I said octagon. Hexagon. Now, I've got the size 5, the smallest of the sizes, but we have them up to a size 10. So, ladies, and keep in mind, I have very large hands too. So, if this dwarfs my hand, it's going to give you that major, big, bold look. This would make a great bridesmaid's gift as well. Because they're often given their bouquet of flowers. That's what it looks like to me, just a bouquet of absolutely beautiful flowers, all natural on your tourmaline for the most part. Here we've got some really, really strong pinks. They're in multiple colors. You've got some really, really nice rounds as well as many pear shapes, because it's just going to be, again, it's like a bouquet of flowers. You got a nice sort of birdcage style mounting with nice filigree work underneath, going to make it very, very comfortable on the finger. The profile is a lot lower than it might suggest, just because of the big bold look. So it does have a rather low profile, all things considered. Folks, this should be thousands of dollars. We're doing it for $127.99. $127.99. You have the budget pay option available to you. That's 0 credit check, 0 interest payments. It's going to be $32. So for $32, you get this home. Then you'll pay about $1 and some change a day for the remaining 3 months. It's only 4 payments of $32. Usually the budget pays will be 5. So you can do 4 payments. The initial is $32 investment for a ring that should be, I think, well over $1,000. We've got our starting price at $800. Our clearance price and our live stream special pricing today is going to get it down to $127 in total. And again, you have that $32 budget pay available to you. So you can get it home for $32 plus whatever your taxes are, because you won't pay shipping. That's going to be covered. It's an item that's over $50. But you can get this home and pay about $1 a day and maybe some pennies for the remaining 3 months. That is affordable to all of us for a ring that people are going to think you spent a fortune on. Now, something I didn't mention here, in addition to the 11 karat 50 of beautifully cut and beautifully put together tourmaline, is that this is bathed in platinum. That's going to give it extra strength. It's also going to give it a very, very expensive look. If this was a platinum ring, ladies and gentlemen, we would be talking about thousands of dollars, not in the $100 of dollars, $127.99. Sold 113, available to you at the moment in sizes 5 through 10. How many do we have in total? Is there like?
We have in total 14.
Okay, so we have it available in all those sizes then?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have it available in all the sizes. This is very rare to have this opportunity. I want to point this out before we move on, because this is important. We do have it available in sizes 5 through 10 as I speak at the moment. That will not last because there's only 14. I was thinking we were going to have like 60 of them or something like that. There's only 14 of those. Forgive me. There's only 14 of those, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is very, very important. So if you want to get it and you want to get it in your correct size, time is it's not your friend. It is of the essence. And friends, I got to tell you, that might be one of the best deals that you see on the show today, because you're not going to get in any sane universe, you will not find, you will not find over 11 carats of beautifully faceted, top gem quality tourmaline for that kind of price. I mean, think about it. We're just a little bit over $10 a carat. Not even accounting for all that beautiful precious metal, sterling silver. Not accounting for that very expensive platinum bath that silver has been dipped in. So that is a great value, but there are only 14. Sold 113. We're going to move on. I'm loving it. Big, bold cocktail ring. Little measurement real quick, sorry. 1.25 by 1.25 just about. All right, moving on. Sold 113 was that last one. Again, that would look great with the Bali Legacy. Those colors sync up quite nicely. All right. Beautiful bouquet ring. All righty.
It's gonna be this one. I gotta grab this one real fast.
Okay, and that was a ruby, I believe, ring as well.
Yeah, that one's coming up.
The piece de resistance is coming your way. Now, folks, we're going to kind of switch gears here in just a second and move over to some gold. And gold, friends, well, gold's sort of plateaued a little bit lately, but that's going to behoove you. It zigs and zags up and down throughout the years, but the trend is always going to be up. But what we have coming your way here in just a second, I've got a Palma chain, full disclosure. You know what I don't have, and what many of you probably don't have, if you don't have, you may not even have a Palma chain, is a Palma bracelet. What we're going to have and present to you here, we're going to have available in a few sizes. Gentlemen, I want you to look alive out there. Ladies, I want you to look alive for your gentlemen, because we do have an 8.5, we do have a size 9, but we also, ladies, we also don't stay with me. We also have a 7.5 available to you. This is going to be a Palma bracelet. It's going to have a lobster claw clasp. The Palma chain, let's talk a little bit about that. It is at the moment one of the most, if not the most popular chains that we have available here at Shop LC. When, and that's a big when, we have them available. Okay, so I've got the 7.5 here.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So this would actually, and we have an 8.5. The 8 sold out, just so you know. But for the gentleman, 8.5 will be fine. 9, you might even think about doing 9 as an anklet. You're getting in that kind of anklet territory, ladies. But 7.5 inches. That's the one we have right here. This is going to be his and hers. It can work for either. 10 karat yellow gold. The Palma chain. Why is it called Palma? Well, it almost mimics, you think about a palm tree. Has that look. Very, very popular. There's very, very few vendors. We were fortunate. I believe Chuck may have actually spearheaded this. Of course, the rest of the team and then Encore and all them probably went in for the kill and really got you guys a great, great closeout opportunity here with these amazing chains. They can't find them in virtually. This is a very much so what we would call a specialty link. Ropes, as much as I love them, they're in far more abundance. It's one of the most popular. It's a staple. But I think this is the future. What you have in the Palma, because it does look like a palm tree, like those layers of a palm tree that you see leading up to the bouquet, I guess, for lack of a better term. But what you have, it makes for a very, very strong three-dimensional link too. So you've got something that's going to be very, very durable, something that's going to be very, very strong, much like the rope is a very strong kind of link. This as much, if not more. And what you have is a lot of high polish on each of these sort of, what I guess for lack of a better term, we'll call them sort of the palm branches-ish, even though we're talking about kind of the trunk of a palm tree. Folks, this is 2.5 grams. We're doing this today. Again, specialty link. This is the second time. And we see tons and tons and tons and tons of gold jewelry here, of gold chains, because we're probably the second largest manufacturer, or seller, not manufacturer, but seller, because we get most of these as closeouts. But this is $187. $187. It is thick. The millimeter is 2.5. It is going to be classy. It is going to be everyday wearable, because you do have that in solid 10 karat gold. This is something you can wear every single day. You can wear it with any outfit. Gold goes with everything. It's going to give you that big, bold look, but not so big and bold that it's ostentatious. It's not going to, snatch people up and say, "Hey, look at me." What it's going to say is, "Have a look. I have arrived. Have you?" It's going to add just a touch of elegance and class. And it is going to be able to be seen from across the room. So we're really best of all worlds here. This is the ideal, in my opinion. Now, perhaps I'm partial. You know, I said a minute ago that the Palm is one of the most popular chains that we have here. Ones that typically, no sooner do we get them in, we're making that phone call to that vendor. Because there's like I said, I think there's maybe 2 vendors that even work with this type of chain. So we're talking specialty, luxury, class, dependability in terms of the strength of this particular link. It checks every single box when it comes to gold. And we're talking about gold. We're talking about the most important metal, arguably, ever. And you've got an opportunity to get this for less than $200. There's a $37.60 budget pay. I encourage you to take advantage of that. $37.60 on your budget pay. And how many I gotta think we're pretty limited on these. We've got this.
We had 3.
There's 3 in total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe 4, but let's go
Maybe
on.
4.
Let's go on. Yeah, because I've got a 7.5. They're all going to be the 2.5 millimeter. Let's go under the assumption that we only have 3 of these. There's only 3, maybe 4, because there might be 2 7.5s. But I don't want to take that chance. Do you? So 7.5, 8.5, and 1.9. Ladies, get it for yourself. Get that 7.5. Get that 8.5, or the 1.9. But don't let this pass you up. It's $187. That's gorgeous. The Palma chain. Mwah. So choice. So beautiful. And gold, folks. This is, need I say more? It's an investment. It's never going to be worth 0. If history's any indicator, if anything, it's going to continue to go up and up and up in value, because they are not making any more gold, and we are not making sufficient spaceships with the traveling capacity to go to other planets to try to mine this material. That's simple. Finite, beautiful, luxurious, been respected across the world, is respected across the world. That's gold. That's amazing. Take advantage of it. We're moving on. That was sold 114?
Yes. No, sorry, 150.
115?
Yes.
The bracelet was 115. There's 3. There is 3, or are 3. All right.
Next
So
will be the studs I just put on the table.
okay. Hello, studs. So what we
It's
have.
kind of hard to get them to stay still.
Okay. All right. So, all right, I'll just hold them like this. So what we have here, we've got 14 karat yellow gold. These to me remind me of sort of an estate piece. They're really, really beautiful. You've got these gold crystal stud earrings. They are in solid yellow gold. They're rounds. How many do we have of these?
We have 20.
Okay. Here's why you need to get these, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we got these as, this was a closeout buy that we got. If you get them for nothing more than the gold, you gotta steal, because these are going to be, believe it or not, these are $339 pair of earrings. They look just like diamonds. They look just like round cut diamonds. In fact, they look like about a carat and a half on a round cut diamond. They really do. It was white crystal, and we said, oh my gosh, those are beautiful, but we're not going to pay a fortune for white crystal. What we will do is we will take advantage of your deal, because you get that look. I mean, to the naked eye, these look like several, like $10,000 pair of earrings, period. round brilliants in 14 karat gold though. They're $37.99 for 14 karat yellow gold. That's the headline. That is the headline. Now, what I would do, because you do have this sort of screw back on here, which I think was part of the problem, but we got them anyway. You can't see it here, but there's a little screw back. I'm going to kind of show you. Get different backs for those. Okay? Buy a $10 pair of one of our earrings and get those big disc backs. Take the little screws off, but keep those because that is 14 karat gold. This is where you got to get strategic. Okay? So, you've got this semi-obnoxious screw back that doesn't screw any further in because they're sort of these rounded off helmet screws, but they are screw backs. So that's the reason that they're kind of all dangling weird. But for the 14 karat gold, and once you get those the big disc backs or any other just posted friction back will work. Keep the screw backs because that's 14 karat gold, and then they're going to fit super snug on your ear, and then you are going to get this magical look, which I'm going to need you for a second there. I'm just kind of holding it up.
Right a little bit. Perfect, right there.
Tell me those don't look like carat and a half, carat and 3/4, beautiful rounds of legit $5,000 a piece diamonds. These are sensational. You just have to do there's a little bit of extra work, but I can tell you right now, sold 116.
Yes.
And how many do we have? You said 14?
We have 20.
We have 20 of these. Sold 116. This is one. These look like legit. I mean, the sparkle factor on these is off the charts. I mean, okay. I'm sort of, yeah. Look, get them for the 14, keep them, but get some different disc backs. That's all I would say. Just get some different disc backs. You've already got the post. You just need the friction. But this is a closeout buy that in 14 karat gold. Look, this is 14, but these look so beautiful. They look like deflawless diamonds. They're calling them gold crystal stuff. Those have to be at least CZs or something because they look so 100% legit. Anyway, folks, that's a no-brainer. Get it for the 14 karat, less than $40, $9.50 on budget pay. Just get one pair if you have any question. But that, I gotta tell you, just for the 14 karat alone, just for the 14 karat gold alone, you gotta steal. So we're gonna move on, but that's that classic look. I just don't like the screw backs, but don't throw away that screw, the back. Don't throw away the backing. That is solid 14 karat gold. Okay, you can probably go to a jeweler and say, "Hey, I'll trade you one of these backings for just two, friction backs," and they'll probably say, "Okay." All right, so we're gonna move on. That's an interesting. In terms of an investment concept right there, I'm loving those, and the what look like diamonds are just beautiful. Now, for one of, if not the piece de resistance. Now, not too long ago, we did a design. It was a sort of a pillow style design, which I fell in love with, and so many of our clients did here at Shop LC. It was just this really, really confluence of both amazing architecture and design work, and this is that. It was with a tanzanite ring. This is that with a 3 karat 75 ruby. It's a Nyasa ruby, Fisher filled. Basically, just going to use a little bit of lead filling, glass lead filling. It's a modern technique. Whereby you get a multiple, in many cases, tens of $1,000s look, but you get to keep a genuine ruby. and you get the best color. You sacrifice none of that, and you get something that is not going to be a lab created ruby, but you get instead this from our Mirage collection. This is in 10 karat gold, ladies and gentlemen. Solid 10 karat gold. It looks like a substantive amount of gold. It is, for all intents and purposes here. But what you have here is a little bit of this sort of pillow style design that ruby is going to rest in. It's going to give you something that is unique, something that is definitely going to be getting compliments by the Caterpillar bucketful. Caterpillars, well, big heavy machinery. This is Compliment City. This is beautiful. This is benchmark over 3.5 carats. This is the king of gemstones with the ruby. And it is all in gold. Folks, if you get this just for the gold, you got a good deal. If you get it for that ruby, you got a good deal. If you get it for the gold and ruby, you got it for a steal. This is $227.99. Look at the detail and the design work in that pillow, as I'm calling it. Tell me when we got a really good... I wanted to really see that scroll work throughout.
Yeah, that's good, actually.
So fantastic. Yeah, we did. If the design looks fairly familiar, it's because we had a tanzanite ring about 6 or 8 months ago that we sold completely out of it. But the Mirage collection is just fantastic. So you have all this just webbing of beautiful, intricate gold here. And again, this is not vermeil. We have it available in sizes 5 through 11. In total, we have how many, and what is the sold number on this one?
We have a total of 34, and the sold number is 118.
We have a total of 34. You heard that? The sold number is 118. This is one, friends, if they want to put it on a clearance event at $227 for all that gold, that will more than likely go bye-bye. Because we're less than one per state. It's too inexpensive for the gold. It's over 3.5 carat on the ruby. And that is textbook. This ruby, folks, I gotta tell you too, you've got, this is more than translucent. You've got nice fire coming from the ruby. You've got just the quintessential color. The one behind me, what you're seeing here, I would say that what you're going to get, this looks more opaque just from the picture. It's not doing it justice. Get this home, but it's going to give you that borderline cocktail ring look. Not quite there, but just going to give you a nice, big, bold look and something that you're going to really, really treasure and pass down, I think, for generations, because this is just so beautiful. Now, it is a little bit sizable, but why worry about that? Let's go ahead and get it now while we can get it in your size. You have a $45 budget pay, $45.60. You have it in a 5, you have it in a 6, you have it in a 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So all of those are available to you at the moment. But I'm telling you, during prime time on television, if we do it at this $227.99, which is below a clearance price, this will go away. And we are in the final moments of our clearance here at Shop LC. It's not too late for them to tack this on there. I'd rather you take advantage of it here while you can still get it and still get it in your size. But this will be sold out within a matter of minutes if it gets a TV airing. It is that beautiful. The design is that classy and just extraordinary. And then you couple all that with the fact that you're at over 3.5 carats on a genuine ruby, not lab created. In fact, I think you probably pay more for a lab-created ruby in vermeil than you will for a genuine ruby in 10 karat gold. This is from our Mirage collection, and it will come with our Luxuro. So you're gonna have the total gem weight, for example, 3 karat 80. Well, it says this one, so, but we have 3 karat 75. I'd rather err on the conservative side, but nearly 4 carats, suffice to say, on the ruby. And it is going to have that 10 karat yellow gold. Yeah, I think so. There's about 30 of them. Take advantage of it, folks. So beautiful, so elegant, and different. Very different. This is so beautiful.
All right.
And you're getting the king of gemstones, folks. Also, just a side note, that's your July birthstone. If you needed any other selling points. All right, so
This will be our last item.
this will be the last item, and gosh, we're right on the button. How's that for timing? Last item, which...
I have it right here.
Okay. Excellent. This is full. This is different, and it's beautiful. All right, so ladies, this is hot. All right, peacock color. We're calling it a peacock color bib necklace. You got the gold tone. You got all these beads. You've got this waterfall cascading effect of almost this like sort of mystic topaz looking these faceted beads, each individually articulated. You've got, oh my gosh, this is so busy, but so fun, so classy, so elegant. A lot of times when you see these sort of, can we call it a cocktail necklace? A lot of times when you see these, they're a little too busy. They have too much going on. There's not enough uniformity. This to me screams class and elegance, but it also has, hey, it's party time. Hey, I am an extremely sexy woman, and you're about to hear me roar. Look at that, how fantastic this is. I love this. It's heavy. This might be the coolest item I've seen in a long time. Hats off to design team. This looks like something you would spend well over $200, $300 on. We've got it today. How many of these are there?
We have 8.
Doggone it. We've only got 8 of them. Get them all. I'm just going to put it on just for scale, just so you'll have an idea. I know this is not me, but ladies, this is you. This is $9.99. $9.99. There's 8 of them. It sold 116. $9.99. That gold tone alone gives you that rich and luxurious look. Each one of these, you've got this sort of honeycomb, not honeycomb, but what do they call it? Like a little bee's nest.
I see that.
Yeah. Anyway, just gorgeous, all these links. And then you've got these, what they're calling peacock colors, almost a mystic topaz, each individually faceted, all matched perfectly. And you got these little individual articulations. This is so cool. There's only 8 of them. This will sell out, no doubt. And it's so substantial too. But that gold tone makes it look very, very legit and expensive. It'll go great with almost any color that you decide to wear. Don't miss this, folks. If you just get it for fun, don't miss this, but it looks expensive. It really does. This is not just your run-of-the-mill cocktail jewelry. You're not going to find this anywhere. Just the design work alone. I love it. So that's our last item. You could choke it up. You've got that option. You got plenty of jump rings there, ladies and gentlemen. 13 to 19 inches on that. This is so cool. So cool. Don't miss this. I love it. There's only 8 of them for $10. You've even got a $3.33 budget pay. Now you've got no excuse, ladies. You got no excuse. I'm telling you, you're going to look so exquisite with this on. And you could wear this with something nice. You could wear it to that fun party. This is choice. I love that. I wish we had more. There's only 8. So that's all I have for you today, folks. I thought I was doing the second round. We've got lovely Miss Hannah coming up with the second round, though. She's going to have a sensational, fantastic extravaganza with you as well. If you joined us late, I know we had a couple little technical difficulties getting started out. I want to encourage you to go back and watch the replay. Okay? If you kind of joined in and then you had to bounce out and then you had to come back, go back, check out the replay. We'll bring you a little highlight reel here too of just maybe 3 the top items here shortly. Otherwise, I will be back Saturday for sure at 2 p.m. Central Time. But I don't want you to miss my good buddy, Miss Hannah. She's fantastic, as you all know, and she will be on at 2 p.m. today. Until next time, folks, that will be Saturday at 2 p.m. God bless. Mwah.
All right, nice. We did it.
Kind of.
We got the majority of it.
Kind of, sort of. Man, that last item's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
All right, so definitely